This is a video chart presentation of North American Oil and Gas. It's a bulletin board listed company trading our ticker NAMG. This 3-month chart doesn't really do justice to the slide the stock price has been in. Back in November, it was up over top of $1, up around $1.30. Just been steadily falling off. Right now I see a support level set up once again at 8 cents. And that's going to be the key bottom point that we're looking for to hold. But we wanted to come back and do one that was a true penny play. See, this is down under 10 cents right now. Heavy resistance in that area, but a little bit of an uptick in volume on Friday, up to 153,000 shares traded, and that's just enough for us to keep an eye on this to see if it's got a move coming, because the Bollinger Bands are tightening. Stock is trading in a very tight range. 50-day moving average is right there, and I think it's time for this chart to either try and make a move upward or conversely fall through that support and continue on this downward path. Now you see why the stock price has been falling. MACD's been trending back towards zero. That's known as a positive divergence. It's a good long-term sign to start to look for a reversal when the MACD is trending back towards that zero mark. But of course the key, as we mentioned in most of our videos, is that breakthrough zero. Technical traders refer to that as breaking the money line because it indicates a much stronger shift in trend to bullishness. And with that, the share price should start making a move higher and producing some gains and some profits. So I'll have an eye on that break of zero going forward. Slow stochastics, just now pushing on 50. Again, a tough spot to show that the bulls are taking control of momentum when that indicator is holding levels above 50. Has to be used in combination with other indicators. You can see through here, made a little break above 50, even tried to hold above it, but the stock price still collapsed. Slow sto broke back down below 50. Ultimately, couldn't hold a support, and then came down and made these new lows. But right now, early on signs of some momentum trying to build, and worth paying attention to it based upon that. And the money flow index trying to hold over top of 50, telling us that people are paying slightly higher prices for the stock over the last 14 periods. And we'll pay attention for that MFI to hold that 50 mark. A break back down below 50 obviously is a bad sign, and we're going to see that price collapse through that support level. RSI 14 pinned right at 50. You can see across the course of this chart, very difficult time moving to the upper half. The bears have maintained control of momentum, and we're going to look for something like that to see that RSI hold over top of that 50 mark to show that the bulls are winning the battle of momentum now. So those indicators are kind of at neutral points, giving some hints of trying to move into bullishness, but nothing too spectacular at this moment. We'll of course be paying attention to is these candles, and where I'm going to call for the bottom support at 8 cents. Has dipped below it, went down to 7.5 cents or so, a little bit below it through here, but always pulled back up into the close, so I'll be looking for closing prices over top of that 8 cent mark. Now, as I mentioned, start the video out. First real resistance, and it's pretty strong right there at 10 cents. I want to see if to start this next week out, it can break through that mark, get out of this channel it's been in, push those indicators into more bullish positions, and challenge this 50-day moving average, which right now is at 10.8 cents. Now, it doesn't mean that static resistance gets much easier for this chart because of the way it's just been slowly slinking downward, setting up support levels, then falling through them. So there's going to be some more at 11 cents. But the first place I start to see it get much more difficult is right through there at 13 cents. I'd call a primary resistance at 15. And of course, hopefully you can even see more here at 17. But with the stock price this inexpensive, this is the risk-reward factor of playing penny plays. Because if it takes on some upward pressure, even to go up and challenge this resistance at 13, that's a 30% gain. And of course, it's a 50% gain to move up here to 15 cents. So anybody that wants to run with these penny stocks certainly should be aware of the risk, because they can collapse just as quickly and the investment can completely evaporate. That's why I pay attention to that bottom support, use it as a stop loss. Price closes below it, especially on an increased volume, it's time to bail out. And then look for, if we want to follow along, then look for some more upward pressure. But based upon the merits of this chart at this point, those are the key things that we'd be looking for. And it was that little bit of buying pressure on Friday, in the best volume day the stock has had since going back into mid-May. That is just enough to put it on radar to see how it performs this week. So those are the things that we'll be looking for in the North American oil and gas chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.